The word of God tells us that the first shall be last and the last shall be first. What that means is that the people who are humble, the people who are meek, the people who aren't trying to be seen and hobnob with the right folks and always need the best seat at the table, those are going to be the people that God elevates, right? And when you've been waiting a really long time to be elevated, for God to open doors for you, that builds a level of humility, because you're believing God for a thing, but you've been waiting for it for so long where you're like, I want to believe you, but I don't see it happening. So is it still going to happen? And when doors don't open for you quickly, when you don't get the position, when you don't get picked, when you don't get selected, you're humble, right? And that is exactly what God needs to take you where he needs to take you. Just my quick testimony. I didn't get married until I was 40. In undergrad, I was on academic probation and I graduated by the skin of my teeth. I knew I was smart and I knew I was capable, but biology kicked my butt. And I wanted to go on to grad school, but it was just looking like things were not going to happen for me. I got into grad school provisionally, by the grace of God and by a professor who had mercy on me. I ultimately graduated with a 3.6 because I knew I was capable and I knew I could do it. But everything was looking like a no. You know, I was not someone who things just happen for me. You know, people who it just seems like things just happen for them all the time. That was not the case for me. I can remember so many times not having money to do things, not having money to go places. But can I just tell you that God is faithful? And what I have seen in my own life and what I know is true for your life is that when you're not selected first, when you do have to wait, when you do have to hang on by the skin of your teeth and by your fingernails because you're only trusting God to make a way, but it doesn't happen and it takes a really long time, there's a humility that is built in you that God can use. Be encouraged today. You may be going the long route, and I know it's not fun. I know it's not easy. I know you're wondering, when is it finally going to happen for me? It will. Trust that during this season, everything that God is building in you, the long waits, the long suffering, the desires of your heart appearing to be unfulfilled, it's going to happen. But God is working humility into you. And you know what that does? That allows you to empathize with other people. It allows us to not be so quick to write other people off and to give this advice, which I hate. I don't hate many things, but I hate on the internet when people say things like, all you have to do is, no. It's not as simple as all you have to do is.